Okay, so
yeah.
weather, huh?
All right.
You like weather?
Dude, man, this is weird. See now the expectations are set too high, and we're gonna just blow it completely trash.
I wonder how like people like Joe Rogan started though. Like they just,
No, because they already started, right? They already like talking for an hour, and then they're like, "All right, let's start it now."
it's really is that how
They always talk about
like they just start talking, and then at some point they just no.
yeah. Then Joe Rogan's like, "All right, 3, 2, 1. Sup, John?" Oh, hey there, Joe Rogan.
That's so I feel I feel cheated.
No, but like it's good. Like you get the guest speaker like to warm up a bit, loosen up. Because then you have like what we have right now, right? It's like that tension, like oh shit, I'm put on the spot. I'm gonna act this way.
Yeah.
And I guess when you like do it now, it's like pretty relaxed.
Yeah, but I feel like you get into it though. I mean, it's like whatever, man. I feel like
after so many times,
professional talker, man. I feel like it's kind of like a skill though. Like someone like Joe Rogan, like you can just kind of talk for a long time and switch from talking.
Yeah, no, he's really good at asking questions as well. Just constantly asking good questions.
Yeah.
Except for when Elon Musk is on. Dude, that guy.
Elon's fault, bro. That's just Elon being like, but I really think like that.
Elon's too smart, bro. He's too smart.
Yeah. Like he's got different kind of qualities. He's a different kind of character. But that's the thing, though, man. Like it's like Joe Rogan's really like a character, right? Like it's just like.
Aren't we all? Whoa!
It's just, I don't know, like that. I imagine him like be like the total Boston guy, you know, just like that kind of. I feel like, yeah. Especially if you ever watched like a stand-up shit.
Oh yeah, like the Comedy Central like snippets, you know, like the 5-10 minute ones. Not like a full set though. Does he have full sets?
Yeah, on that. You don't have. Bro, it's so weird.
I got popcorn time.
Yeah, but I don't know. You don't watch the same shit as people on Netflix, though. That's what I noticed.
No, yeah, exactly.
Even though you have the same access, you don't watch the same shit.
Yeah,
it's like laid out totally different.
Yeah, because it's like what your preferences, and then from like the first second you start clicking on stuff, everything else is based on that, right? It's like the algorithm shit.
Yes
like
and no.
They're recommended.
Yes and no, but it's also like, for example, they just introduced like the top 10 in the Netherlands, right?
Oh, okay, yeah.
So it's also like what other people are watching. Actually, I think it's more what other people are watching than what you're watching. Because everything, I've never seen any like recommendation on Netflix below. Like it has like a percentage, right? Like 90% match.
Yeah.
I've never seen it drop below like 75, 80% match, whatever that match is.
Yeah, exactly.
You really doubt any algorithm, be like, oh, you'll probably like this, and then it's just what they want you to watch. Like that's
exactly.
I'm pretty sure
just a number.
That's the whole thing. But yeah, but it's kind of crazy. I mean, that's like the whole algorithm thing. Like we're so impacted by algorithms we don't even know it, bro. Because
yeah, I know. And it's also like boosting our self-esteem as well, because it's like social proof. Oh, I want to be part of the herd. You know, I don't feel like being left out.
Yeah. That's
start watching that shit.
That's the thing. I mean, it's like Netflix is like you can watch whatever you want. Like it's all about your personal preference, right? It's like personalized. But in a way, like it's not personal at all. It's just really
it's just nudging you though. Huh? It's like a theory. Yeah, nudging theory. It's like everyone could do anything, right? Yeah. But then like, oh, here's this, you know, like on the silver platter in front of you. Of course you're gonna click that.
Yeah. Oh man, that's like a chicken and egg type thing with supply and demand. Because I mean, do you demand whatever is supplied to you, right? Because I mean you don't know any better, or is it really that people supply whatever other people demand?
Oh no, yeah, but that's like classical economics, right? Which is like not right, you know, it's not the real world.
Which way is it? Does Netflix have shows that we demand to see, or do we demand to see whatever Netflix is giving to us?
Yeah,
no,
like the balance.
Yeah, no, I think it's the second one. Yeah. Because yeah, that's like it makes you think that you're really choosing, but you're really just picking whatever they're choosing, right?
Yeah, you're choosing from their choices.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Yeah. But their choice is way more impactful than yours. Like you really have like the last little choice in the whole process.
Yeah, which makes it feels like your decision, so it makes you feel great.
Yeah. It's it's kind of like a thing though, man. It's like the further society gets, the further like the more and more integrated like you are as an individual in a bigger system. That's what it is.
Yeah, I guess so.
Like,
but have you seen like the new Rick and Morty?
Oh,
is that on Netflix yet?
Oh, yeah, it's on Netflix.
So funny, bro.
Yeah, man. I mean, I watched it once, and it's kind of hard to keep up, bro. I was like, yo, like they went in deep already. I mean, most.
Wait, which one?
The one with the train. They're on the train.
And then, did you see the one after that?
No.
Oh shit!
No, that's
that one's even trickier.
That's on the 17th. It's the 15th right now. Yeah, man, see?
Popcorn time.
Fuck off. I mean, yeah. Well, in a way,
that one's like
popcorn time is better if you want to watch what you really want to watch, right?
No, because it's like it's set up like Netflix basically as well.
Oh, really?
Kind of. Yeah, they also have like popularity, but then like the popularity comes from IMDb, so that rating, that carries over, and that popularity as well.
More of a democracy. It's more of a.
Yeah, I guess so. But isn't Netflix also democracy in this sense?
I mean, no, that's what I was saying. No, it's more like an editorial. It's more like the editor's choice. That's what I mean.
Yeah, but it's same as popcorn time, I guess. Editor's choice, but based on what IMDb ratings and Rotten Tomato.
Yeah, but who decides that? The people, right?
Yeah.
Well, like here, it's more like a editor, like a Netflix as an editor, and then.
Yeah, but I think also like people, like they see, people are watching Riverdale because of the trailer or some shit. All right, let's put that first. And then it's like the same as like, people are watching Rick and Morty. Let's put it first as well.
I mean, I don't know what it's like behind the scenes on Netflix, but if it's anything like music, it's just like, no, bro. Like you gotta like, you really gotta push yourself forward to get in any type of playlist or any type of platform, right? And it's more like friendly politics, lobbying type thing than any type of democracy in a way, we're like,
yeah, true that.
So I think it's way more of that, like the studios and the whatever companies are behind it that really get on the front page of Netflix. Mm-hmm. It's all like deals and partnerships and things like that. But I feel like something like popcorn time, it's really like, again, like Wild West internet, Like
yeah, exactly. It's illegal shit.
yeah. But it's like it's really just whatever the people want. It's not what any other party wants. They don't care about any of the studios or any lobbying or any.
Yeah, because no one's making money off it. That's the thing.
Yeah,
it's like free.
Well, I mean, they make money of the website.
Make money.
They make money of the website.
Yeah.
Right? But they don't make any money of any other parties involved, which is why it's so illegal.
Yeah, correct. There's no like middleman or like.
No, yeah.
Middlemen.
Yeah, bro.
Damn.
No, I think it's crazy how much we watch, though. It's just like
I don't know. I don't watch that much, though.
You don't?
No. Like you and your Netflix pub or what? The pub quizzes, bro. They're fire, man. I'm like, yo, David, come on, bro. You must have watched that shit. I'm just like, I have no clue.
I mean, I think that's like the fun part of it, though. Of like the editorial approach from Netflix. That like yeah, you're part of the mass, you're a sheep, whatever. Like yeah, there's some degree of that to it. But it's also like a connectedness, Like it's really I used to love like working at the bar and like everybody's into football, right? Because it's just like it's a European thing. Like everybody just knows something. If you live in a city, in any European city, and like you kind of involved with like multiple people. It doesn't matter what age. Like everybody knows something about football, pretty much. At least that's the way it is.
Yeah.
And then it's just like you always have something to talk about. You always have some kind of understanding of like, something about this, and I know something.
No, it's just easier to connect, right? You can just straight away come up to a stranger and say, "Hey, football," and then they're like, "Yeah, my boy."
Exactly.
And you feel like instantly connected.
Any real Dutch party is just like, it's like, so what's up? What team do you support? It's like, oh, boom.
Yeah, Ajax of Feyenoord. It's either like fuck you or
It's like, yeah, it makes sense, and that's the same way with like Netflix and shit, right? Like it just trickles down into like all layers of society almost. Like almost everyone our age like watches Netflix and shit. So you always have some kind of similar, like, oh, have you seen?
Yeah, it's like what are you watching? Have you seen that? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Like, have you seen?
We can talk about that instantly.
It's such a big connector. So I feel like that's like a serious good part of it, though. It's pretty cool that you get to share so much culture.
But I think it's also like an easy way out, right? Just like, straight away, like, let's talk about this easy thing to talk about instead of like digging deeper, right? Like really finding what you are like unique with, Now it's more like, we have, but no, I agree. It's important, to have like something in common.
It depends.
Definitely.
It depends. I feel like if I start talking about Rick and Morty with like you or like some of our other friends, who are like, we can get into really deep conversations based off of that.
Yeah.
Right. And then other people is like, we'll just be talking about Too Hot to Handle or whatever, just like talk about absolutely nothing for a long time, or get a really deep conversation out of that. But it's So I feel like that also actually in a way it also kind of gets you like the way you watch a program versus how I watch it maybe completely different. So you could actually still get to like a real level of depth or connectedness or whatever.
Yeah,
out of it. So yeah, I mean, the good and the bad, bro. The good and the bad. It's both a valid strategy, except you pay less.
Yeah, I pay nothing.
Oh shit. Yeah, bro.
But that's also like the same, like with Spotify, right? Like that's why I don't use Spotify. I used to use Spotify.
Oh really?
Yeah. Then like there's some songs that I couldn't find on Spotify, so I'm like, okay, there's no point already.
Nah, that
like you say.
Nah, bro. Okay, go. See,
no, I don't know. Like, no, they're legit. Like a couple songs that I need to download on my phone. Then I'm like, why don't I just do it for free and download all the songs just online, right?
I mean, it's definitely a convenience thing.
Yeah, no, definitely. Yeah, exactly. It's just a convenience. But then, like, it's such an inconvenience for me to not find a song and then download it and then not see it on Spotify. I have to use like the Play, like the Android app. I'm like, never mind.
I guess if that's like a daily thing for you, then like I could see that. But I would say like
for me, it's a money thing, bro. $9.99, bro. I better get all the songs possible, bro.
Okay, bro. Well, you gotta get a job and just make some normal money. And then like $9.99 is like it's whatever, bro. But I feel like if you're like a big music consumer, right? Then like if you look at it like historically, right? Imagine you had to pay $9.99 per album. Just
exactly.
Have like a CD or like a physical thing just to be able to play it, right? Then $9.99 per month is like the best deal you'll ever get. I mean, obviously, like the internet and shit is like free, right? So it's even better. But it does take some time. It does take some effort. So if you actually consider your own time to be some sort of monetary value, right? Be like, okay, I can get a job, I can work, and I can make X amount. Then actually you might be off more expensive. Because I mean, like, it does take some time. Yeah. If you consider that time is money and it takes time to download.
Yeah, but then like if I can't find the song on Spotify.
That's what I'm saying. Like that's the only like crack in the theory that would make your one value. But otherwise, I mean, do you really have that on a daily basis?
No, I have it like sometimes pretty frequent, man. Like, okay, like a song comes out, right? But then I need to wait for the album to come out on Spotify before I can listen to that single song. On YouTube, you got like songs. And then like only like once you get like the full album, you got all of it combined on Spotify, which is like, yeah, sure, that's cool. But then I have to wait like, I don't know, 2 months for the album to drop before I can listen to that song daily.
Wait, what? No, but that's not how this works. That's not how any of this works.
No, like what? Machine Gun Kelly released like 4 or 5 songs, right?
Yeah.
On YouTube.
Okay.
It's not on Spotify, but it is going to be on his album.
Like that. No, I thought.
So then now I'm like,
somebody releases a single and then afterwards the album comes, and I was like, "This."
Oh no. Yeah, no, I get that.
Okay, so like unreleased shit.
Yeah. No, for me that's like the bother.
I mean, I guess, but then I'm also like, I'd rather wait. I remember this was in 2017 when the Joey Badass album leaked. The whole thing leaked, and I think Kendrick's leaked as well. And a lot of people were like streaming it and like downloading it, whatever. And I was like, you know what? No, I'd rather wait because I know I'm going to overplay it in the first couple of days, right? And then I'd rather give the artist actual streams, like actual like money and shit, because I want to support.
Oh yeah.
And I don't know, bro. I feel like I mean, if it's like a serious song that I want to listen to, it's not like a random freestyle or whatever, because that kind of stuff I'm not.
Yeah.
I don't really put in my. Yeah, maybe that's like the only thing I miss out on. But other than that, like I'd rather wait till the album comes out or whatever.
Okay.
So
I get that.
No,
yeah. Then you get like the full story with it as well, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, the wait.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's. I rarely find something that is not on Spotify that I really need to be. I had that with Chance the Rapper for a bit. Because on there, or with, I mean, not really that I missed that much, but like the Jay-Z stuff. I think for his 50th birthday, like he like finally released everything on Spotify. It was more like I knew that not everything was on Spotify, and I was like, yeah, you know. But then what I do, like I would say, like that's such a rare case for me that then you can still like add your own files in Spotify, right?
Yeah.
Like you could just have like a local file. Yeah. Like you can have like a local file on your computer. You can put that on your playlist on your computer, and then it syncs with your phone, right? So your phone just downloads it, and then you just got to keep it downloaded. As soon as you like undownload it or whatever, then like it's only on your computer. It won't be on your phone anymore. But if you keep it downloaded and you keep it synced, then it's no problem. So. Yeah.
Are you ready? If there's an apocalypse and Spotify is no longer, your boy's still rocking.
I mean, I guess.
Yo, bro, apocalypse is coming, bro.
Apocalypse is coming, bro. I think we're very close.
So fucked, dude. It's so bad.
I mean, it's kind of like the game we play. Like, I mean, we all expect shit to stay the same all the time. We're like just progress in a natural way, the way it has been.
Yeah.
Like it's a normal thing to expect that, right? I mean, our parents lived a certain.
Yeah, it's also like normal. Yeah, it's also quite normal to say also like, oh, it's not going to happen to me, you know?
Oh yeah.
But you know, it's so easy to fall into that and be so complacent about it, man. But seriously, like. We're fucked.
The world in January, China has a virus.
Yeah, exactly.
That's their problem. That's China's problem. It's like March is here. We're like, what the fuck? That hasn't happened before. This is weird.
Yeah. I guess we should not have procrastinated this time. Now we're scrambling to fix it. God damn it.
Oh God, bro.
But like, I think that's just human behavior, you know.
It's so human, bro. It's also like all the Asian countries, bro, like Singapore, Taiwan, and stuff. Like they kind of knew what was coming. They were like, "Oh, like here we go again. We're gonna."
Oh, dude, Singapore's so bad right now, though.
Oh, really?
It's pretty bad. Yeah, 24,000 and like counting. That was like a couple days ago too.
No way.
Yeah, dude, got so bad.
They were like a big example.
Yeah, but that's Singapore, as I said, like, you know, the military shit, they keep it all like, oh, publicly we're all nice and shit, but then, like I talk to my friends over there, it's like, oh shit.
Oh shit. Yeah, I mean that's true. They're also like those countries are better at keeping secrets than us.
Yeah.
Much more popular. Yeah. And also I think like in Korea or something it was the same. Yeah, that's true, man. It's kind of inevitable. Yeah. I mean, our like whole modern society isn't built for this, obviously. Like we're way too close. We're way too many of us, pretty much.
Yeah,
We're legit, way too many of us. Like it's too easy for the virus. It's just like
yeah. The virus is like easy, normal, or hard. Easy.
7 billion. It's like Mario Kart 50cc. No, but
Mario Kart is legit, bro. I've played Mario Kart in so long. Gosh.
It's like the glowing like.
Yeah. But Rainbow Road and the glowing shit, worse. You're gonna die there.
That's exactly what's going on. That's the virus right now. But I mean, like, I think it might. There's a serious possibility that it might come as quickly, or like it goes as quickly as it can.
Yeah, but I don't know. Yeah. Dude, did you hear that? Like there's this woman, right? Some what? She's like this weirdo, like the prophecy teller or some shit.
Okay.
Like the modern day prophecy teller, like a Nostradamus, right? Not like that guy.
Oh yeah. Okay.
But like the modern one, but like she predicted this like pretty accurately. The first one. Like this coronavirus, like legit, like pretty on the dot, you know. I was like, whoa, okay. But then like she also said like it goes away as fast as it came, and then it will happen again in 10 years, but way worse or some shit like that. But I don't know, like I read it somewhere. I was like, whoa, this is spooky. But like honestly, that's hindsight though, you know? Like
I mean
part of it is like, okay, like let's write down as many ideas as possible, you know. Like she might be a goddamn like storyteller, like creating scripts for the.
But did she offer any type of solution or like any
no
insight on how it might go away, or just that?
No, just like I can't find him. Yo, Jamie.
Yo, we should get like shit or someone else on there.
To Google it, right? Yeah, no, I saw that like.
I mean, I can Google it.
Like or so go for it. I don't know. Like,
what's it called? Fortune teller Corona.
No, prophecy. You Google that.
Hong Kong fortune teller.
How do you even spell prophecy? God damn, I haven't been to school in so long.
Oh shit! I think we're about to go down a deep rabbit hole when you type in Corona prophecy, bro.
Oh yeah, true. Oh wait.
Oh, did Sylvia Brown? Does that sound familiar?
Oh yeah.
Did the psychic Sylvia Brown predict COVID-19? Prophecy of pneumonia.
I think we're reading the same article here.
Coronavirus. Theorizing where the virus came from. Some people have claimed by Nostradamus. Oh yeah. Others have said the virus was prophesied in the book of Revelation, the last book of the Christian Bible.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, bro, we haven't even got there yet, bro. I mean, okay, I'm not the biggest Bible expert I should be, but yeah, no, I mean, there's a lot of prophecies in the last book of the Bible in terms of like, the last years before the second coming, you know, like there's a whole... Pretty much in the whole like Old Testament, there's a lot of prophecies of the Messiah, right? Of like who's going to save humanity, and then Jesus came, and then the whole Christian world was like, that's it. And also, if you read the old scriptures, like it's really obvious that it's Jesus. It's 100% Jesus. It's like dead on. But then the Jews were like, nah, like that's not Jesus, because I don't know, they didn't agree. So they're still like, oh, wait, the first coming still has to happen. And then the Christians are like, wait, no, we're already on the second coming. So there's like a lot of debate within that whole sphere between religion. But in the Christian view, yeah, man, there's a lot of crazy stuff that's in the Revelations, like famines and you know, like the four horsemen of the apocalypse and all that. But but one of them is that I think a third of the world population is gonna die. And there's a lot of, like, you can fill that in a lot of ways, right? Like, everybody
correct.
kind of assumed that it would be a war or something like that, like atomic bombs and all that. I mean, that's been the biggest fear for, like, the past, 50 years or something, like, ever since nuclear weapons. But I mean, I think this changes the whole view into like what's most dangerous to society.
Yeah.
A virus like this, perhaps.
Yeah, no, for sure.
I mean,
And if you scroll.
Yeah. Oh, did you find something?
Like, yeah. They're like, oh wait, I'll post into the Zoom thing. Hold up.
Oh, yeah.
Like, this was also in the same article anyway. Like, a bit further down. There we go. Yeah, that's the thing I read. I was like, whoa.
When was this set? In 2019. The spread back in the lungs of resisting all known treatments, almost more baffling than the illness itself will be the fact that it suddenly vanished.
2008.
Right.
That was like the trippiest thing ever. I was like, what the
2008?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Well, that is kind of creepy, but
yeah, exactly. That's why I was like, okay. Also, like, thanks for informing me. Bye now. See you in 10 years.
No, bro. Nah, that's crazy. But
yeah, that's really trippy. That's why I was like, whoa.
But I mean, like, how many prophecies? I mean, I do think that there's like a lot of people making a lot of prophecies all the time.
Yeah, exactly. And just recording it down,
pick out,
expecting it to happen.
Yeah.
And then one day they could be like, "I told you so."
Exactly. Exactly. Like that's just. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like that could still be lucky. That could still be.
Yeah. No, exactly.
I feel like the Bible.
But it's pretty creepy still, though. It's like, whoa, what the?
Yeah. I feel like the Bible stuff is a little bit more like nuanced, just because. Mm-hmm. Like it's so well written in a way, you know. Like in a way, it's super vague. In a way, it's all like super metaphorically written, you know. Like it's all a life lesson, but at the same time, like it fits together so well. Like the Bible as a whole, like all the prophecies, like through time already. That's crazy. That's crazy. So that makes it a little bit more of an authority. Yeah. Right. Well, yeah, man. I'm really curious how this stuff is gonna work out. Isn't like
yeah, true, man. Like I already heard like the vaccines aren't like working as they're meant to because like the virus keeps on changing as well.
Yeah,
so it's so hard to find out. So I'm like, bro.
I can imagine it's harder than we think, right? At the same time, I'm also like, wow, I really thought we were way better than this. You know, I didn't know we were this vulnerable. I didn't. I mean, I always thought like if you go to like Africa or something, right? There's like diseases there, like pretty much like this, and you just get like a shot or whatever, and it's all good.
Yeah, yeah. Like no, but it's kind of like what Ebola and SARS as well.
Yeah,
like those like pretty much disappeared, and like it didn't affect us at all.
Yeah.
So I think from that we got like pretty complacent, like, oh, this won't happen. Like we'll fix it, you know, no problem. Because we fixed it before, you know, but not this time. Now it's like it's this time. But no, as we said, like in the last time, right? Like this is a good trial. I hope
it is a really good warning. It is a really good warning because it's like, I think. Well, I was watching Joe Rogan podcast. Interpolation. No, but and they were like they mentioned some like figures of like the people that it kills, because in like here we live quite long, right? But in other places it's maybe a little bit less.
Oh yeah.
Like in the Netherlands we live quite long, but it pretty much only kills people above the average life expectancy. Let that.
Oh, okay, yeah.
That's
wait, in which countries though? Because here's the weird thing though, because in one of the books I read, it was like talking about the average life expectancy, right? Mm-hmm. If infant mortality rates are high, that just brings down, like, you got 80-year-olds and a baby dies at 0, it's already 40. You know, that's your average.
Right.
So stuff like I read something like that as well. So I don't know. Continue.
Okay, yeah. Maybe that's not exactly. I mean, I don't think like when it comes to statistics in general, nothing is waterproof, man. Like,
especially these averages, which are like pretty, you know,
There's so many ways to twist and turn statistics and just to claim. You can use the exact same statistics to claim the opposite. It's so easy, bro. It's so...
Yeah, also like biases, right?
Yeah.
Like, if you're looking for something, you're going to go find it.
Yeah.
Even though it's wrong. It's like physics, bro. It's like the physics I hate. You're like, my uncertainties are a bit high. Let me just...
Uncertainties, 80%. I think it's fair.
Yeah. 80%. Let me change some numbers real quick. All right. That sounds about right. But,
yeah, it's in a way it's funny that just taught us to accept.
Yeah.
Like you don't know. I mean, it's good. It makes sense, but yeah, it's funny to just accept that.
Yeah.
I mean, okay, yeah. In a way, it's a good warning. Definitely, it's like what could happen and more dangerous diseases and. Like for me, like personally, like where our whole medical world is at, because I thought we were doing way better than this. Like I thought we weren't this vulnerable, but we are, and that's good to know. That's good to know. Like as a person, as a society, like take some time to actually listen to some experts in that. At the same time, like with the whole mortality thing, like it only killing old people. Not that that's still sad. You should take that as serious. But like all of the repercussions, like the whole picture, I think in these first couple months, like I find it the most natural thing. Also, like for me, also for the government to listen to like health experts and all that. But I do think it's the job of the government and of leaders to listen to more experts on all societies to see what's going on. Because we're almost we're starting to realize a whole what's worse.
Yeah.
Because
the
whole world changing. Like, I don't know how far we can go to adapt to say no deaths are acceptable, right? Because you can't go, like my dad said that, like, okay, usually we have like a healthcare budget, right? Like a yearly annual financial statement and stuff. Okay, we're going to spend this much on healthcare, and like regardless of that, people die, and like that's acceptable to all of us. People die driving cars. We still drive cars. Like we just have like, okay, we're going to put all these measures in there and like make sure that it's an acceptable number in a way, but people are still going to die, and like we accept that. And
like accepting the normal, right?
Yeah.
It's like what's normal. No. Like so. Another funny thing I saw and read is like about like thinking creatively and like thinking differently, right? Mm-hmm. It's like don't accept the normal, question it instead. Because like those like this is from like a TED talk, I think. It's like like a fruit and it's got that little sticker on it, like that little plastic, like an
apple, a little
and then you like peel it off and you try and flick it away, and like you can't flick it off your finger because it's like sticky, right?
Yeah.
That just becomes normal, right? So we don't complain about it.
Right.
But it's a problem. It's like for me, that's annoying. But we still haven't fixed it. Why? We just accepted it, for a fact. Oh, okay, that's just normal, and then like we'll continue our day.
But then the bigger question is, why is this thing in there? Like, what? Who cares?
Yeah, exactly.
Why plastic? Like,
no, but like stuff like that.
I get you. Like stuff is like there's no normal. It's pretty much.
Oh yeah.
There is no normal. Although there is, but there isn't.
Yeah.
As in, like things become normal. That struggle becomes normal. Maybe if you lived in a country where you never had stickers on food. That
exactly.
Absurd, like very weird, a daily nuisance, right? And to me, like until you mentioned it, I never even really thought about that.
Thought of it, exactly.
I never had it as a problem before. I was just like,
it is what it is. Yeah, but that's a problem, right? Like,
it is.
I think we need to stop saying it is what it is, and more people start saying like, why? Why is it the way it is?
Yeah, but I mean, again, like going back to like a human nature thing and how we react to stuff. This is slowly becoming normal. I said that back in like March or something. I was like, okay, like when Corona was on the news every day, I was like, I really think this is a problem that's going to last for a while, like a number of months.
Oh yeah. It's going to be, yeah.
I was like, I really wonder what the news is going to be like in a month and a half, when this stuff is still all going on, but people are going to get really tired of hearing about it. When it's no longer the sensational topic that it is, like back when it first came out and we didn't know anything about it, you know?
Yeah.
I mean,
and then like I'm also thinking, right, all like these news like stations, like there's probably wars going on that we don't even know about, like massive wars probably that aren't reported now because coronavirus is the headline, the big news. Yeah. So we're just left in the dark of like other major things that me living in the Netherlands won't know about. People living in the USA won't know about. Even though like a major shit's happening maybe in, I don't know, Brazil or... No, maybe not even. Maybe somewhere close by.
Yeah.
I just don't know.
Yeah. No, honestly, dude, things... That's like the number one thing. The number one thing I would criticize our government for right now is allowing a lot of bills and like political legal processes to continue in the middle of a crisis. The whole, like they just accepted like the
so much paperwork, right? The world is full of paperwork.
Or some sort of new policy on that did not have the chance to be debated in Parliament, and I find that undemocratic. Like, I'm sorry, we live in a democracy, and if you have such a big issue that is like so controversial among all the people, it needs to be debated in Parliament before you can do anything with it. And then you could say like, oh, we can't debate it right now because we have a health crisis. And I say, fair enough, but then don't like do anything with it yet. So you can debate about it.
Yeah.
It's normal to me, but apparently it's not, you know?
It's like these people are going to make big decisions influencing many people without getting other people's perspectives, right? And that's pretty selfish.
That is very selfish. That is really just pushing your own political agenda, regardless of what it is. But
I definitely understand it's tough. You know, it's like if we debate about this for 5 days or something, that's 5 days wasted talking about something that maybe if we not spend so much time on, could like quickly implement it. It will save time.
The question is, should you implement it? Is this a good policy?
That's the thing. Exactly. And then you
could say that, but you could also say the opposite. Maybe this is a terrible policy. Maybe we could have avoided it by debating it. So maybe we should just hold off on it until we debate it.
Yeah, I agree with that as well, right?
Yeah.
It's also like these people are hearing from the top, like really qualified people, right? So and like the credibility of them might like definitely influence their decision.
Yeah, but here we go again with like qualified people and things like that.
Yeah, right.
Masks. Should we wear them? Should we not? Germany, absolutely, like have to. You have to have a mouth. Like their whole economy is based on that now. The Netherlands, we're like, no, like that has not been proven. We don't know, so we're not going to do it. Right? Only for
But the 1.5 meters, that is proven.
That is holy with us. That is holy with us.
Yeah.
How do we actually know? Like, if you can find just as many experts, same with the statistics, bro. You can find just as many experts that say they don't actually help. Like for the general population, it's not useful. All that. I think the CDC said that as well. The RIVM, the Dutch, health care. I don't know. Top organization.
Those guys.
Them people. They say like, no, it's not beneficial for the public. Is it or isn't it? You can find just as many opinions.
Yeah, exactly. And then also back, like if you're looking for it, you're gonna find it.
Yeah, like exactly. But I do.
True.
Again, like I think there's the back to like how a government should act and like the whole reaction we had early on versus what I see changing now is I do think it's better to listen to way more experts on way more different levels, as in like an economic advisor, like a this and a that. Because man, the repercussions are gonna come from so many different angles now that we're just not focused on. Like I get it, we have a very pressing health problem, and that has to have a very large amount of attention right now, right? But the thing is, if you put all your attention on there, you're gonna neglect so many other things that might be worse that come around, you know?
Yeah.
So
definitely sacrifice, right?
Yeah.
It's like definitely conflict. There's like a health conflict between like the health and the economics aspect, right? We could get people healthy, no problem. But then the economic or the economy is like completely screwed. Or vice versa.
I mean, I think the one thing I think our Prime Minister said that I kind of agree with is like it's not mutually exclusive, right? If everybody's sick, you also don't have a good economy, right? If
exactly.
What about a shit economy as well? But I mean, if we would have done nothing, I find that's like one of the most interesting scenarios, especially with people who say like, "Oh, it's just another flu," or like the numbers are still so low. I'm sort of like, yeah, that's because we did go full quarantine and like we took so many measures, so it might have been way worse by the flu, and like it probably would have been, right? But I seriously think I'm so curious what would have happened if we'd done next to nothing, right? If we would have just let it run its course, we probably would have all gotten it by now. Would have had way more deaths.
Yeah.
But I think like if we would have let it, it's such a kind of like a dark theory, right?
I get it. But no, it's good to talk about that.
But I think if we're looking for a vaccine, I understand that it's super difficult trying to do that artificially, but just looking at like a human nature thing, I think our bodies are way more intelligent than we are. Like trying to find an artificial solution is inferior to having your own immune system fight it, because our immune system can find a solution. It can within weeks, right? What would have taken us years.
Depends though.
So looking at that, I'm just like, what would have happened if we would have done nothing? Like we would have probably been way closer to beating the whole thing than we are now.
Yeah, in ways as well. But like I know I would have died because I'm A positive, right? Like blood types A plus, and I've been way worse, like the worst basically.
Really?
Yeah. So like in that sense, I'm pretty sure I would have been gone, or I still can be. So it's like stuff like that.
I doubt that, though, man. I don't know about that.
Yeah.
But you're also,
I don't know. Like I heard about like ultra marathon runners. Like super healthy people getting it and dying, and I'm like,
and they're all A positive. So.
But yeah, like the majority are A positive who die.
But then how many A positive? Is it like super rare A positive or?
Oh no, that's most. O is the least rare. A positive, I think, is one of the most. I don't know. Google it, Jamie.
I'm curious about this. Is actually really interesting. Most common blood types. Forming blood groups, of which O is the most common.
Oh, that's nice.
Okay. Oh yeah, A is. Okay, I got a really interesting chart here. Oh damn! How do I? How can I share? If I can share a screen.
Just send the link.
Sure. Okay, no, I'll send you the link. Yeah. I mean, the people can't see that though, you know. We'll edit it in later. I'll just put it on the screen right now.
No, I'm pretty sure the chats are also recorded on Zoom.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, I just have like a chart here. It says like O is the biggest, A is the second biggest, AB is by far the minority. I actually have no idea what the hell I am.
Oh yeah, I see it. Yeah, the way I found out was in the military. You have to know. So I was like,
Yeah. Oh,
finally.
O plus is 37.4. A plus is 35%. Okay, but then, dude, if you're A plus and you say like, oh, a number of people will die with A plus, that's 35% of people. Like, that's just more likely to happen.
Yeah, exactly.
So I don't think that it's really related to blood types. So I don't think if you had it right now, you would be more risky than me.
Oh, why? No, I saw like a news article about it. A positive.
Yeah, but
wait, hold on.
Welcome to 2020, bro. Like, there's so many things.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, you can. Oh, it was on Facebook, you know. Like,
yeah.
Welcome to the age of information. Like, there's
true that.
things flying around. Just you can't keep up. There's no way. I mean, yeah. Wow. Okay. Well, this is kind
Yo, I wonder when we're actually gonna start eating insects, bro. Because like the meat industry is gone.
Wait, what? What are you talking?
Oh, seriously.
Elaborate, bro. What is that? We're like, yeah,
dude, like,
it's really bad. I wonder what
yeah.
started insect.
No. Dude,
Okay.
that's how my brain works, bro. I guess I'm hungry.
Man, okay, go elaborate. Why?
Oh no, because they're like far more like insects are way easier to farm than like what cows, plants, all that.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah, like in the like I heard like the main future food source would probably be insects.
Ooh.
But it's not the norm yet.
Yeah, that is really interesting. Are we gonna like farm insects then?
Yeah, like I know. Like in the Netherlands, they're already doing that. Like there's one company who's already doing that.
Oh, that is so interesting. I mean,
I was like,
that makes sense to me because if you look at like water consumption in the world, right?
Yeah,
Most of it,
so much.
Most of it goes to like animal farming, and I think clothes. I think like jeans and stuff is super.
Oh, okay.
And like we all wear jeans, so like that's really bad.
Yeah.
But yeah, oh, that could be a real solution, man. But I really wonder what the nutrition of that is like.
Come on, Bear Grylls eats that shit all the time.
Yeah, Bear Grylls don't eat. Like we don't. That's
yo. Now we're getting somewhere, bro. Self-sustainability. Let's go.
Nah, I don't know, bro. I don't know. But like I think like in terms of like what it takes to farm insects, that might be really valuable. Like as in, we can get a lot of
like the amount of space. It's not that bad. They just crawl over each other.
Yeah, I mean space-wise, you don't need a lot of space.
Oh, they eat our waste basically, right? Like all our food scraps. So that's another problem solved.
I don't know.
So you got like two problems solved.
I think that might be a big problem. Same with, like for example, like the Jews in Jewish law, you're not allowed to eat pigs, right?
Oh, okay.
You're also not allowed to eat,
yeah.
Or what do you call that? Like seafood, but shells.
Oh, shellfish.
Shellfish, yeah.
Yeah.
Shellfish.
Yeah.
And if you look at it, they're actually kind of, I think, bad for you. Because they're like the cleaners of the earth, right? They eat all the waste like on the seabed and all that.
Oh, okay.
And like all that waste ends up with you then. Well, so if you have a fish, that's just like a healthy fish, right? It eats healthy things and it's more healthy for you.
And plastic.
Oh, yeah, but that's our problem. That's like that's only like the last like 50, 100 years, right? Yeah, that we like massively did plastic. So sure, but new problem. But I'm not sure how,
also,
in terms of nutrition, like if they eat a lot of waste and stuff, I think that might be bad for us, like a negative. I mean, like they eat poop and stuff, right? Or, like
we poop and stuff as well. Cows pooping as well.
No.
But like isn't. Yeah, but then they take the most nutritious value of the poop, right?
And then they poop again, and then
yeah.
And then with that poop, I was like, no.
I don't think they eat their own poop, right? Like no, flies don't eat their own poop; they eat cow poop.
yeah, right. But then, are flies good for us? I do think there's a number of.
I think so.
do think there's like insects are quite nutritious. I really do believe there's counts of quite nutritious.
Yeah.
There may be ones that are like not at all. But I could see that.
I think it won't replace it all, but it's a good like supplement, right? Like the Impossible Burger and stuff nowadays, like all the vegan foods, right? They can't replace the nutrition of meat, right? But it comes close, or like it's actually it might not even come close, but it's I don't know, does it? I'm not sure, but like but not like each has its own different value, right? Like a different. This has more this nutrition or nutrients than this, and vice versa. But no, I think insects,
I just
think like crickets instead of bottlenoses.
A bowl of cricket. I mean, there's probably going to be a transition period from when we find that normal, but I mean,
for sure.
Actually, I'm really curious how it tastes.
Honestly, I'm pretty down though. I'm pretty shit down.
I'd be down to try.
I think it's just the thought. Thought. You know, it's like, oh, insect.
No, I
like seen those YouTube videos. They like eat the like scorpions and stuff. I was like, oh, it's just crunchy. I'm like, alright. So are Doritos, bro. Add some seasoning.
Yeah, I forget some really good cooks and chefs on it. Make some really good stuff with it. Like, I'm not opposed to it. I do think it would be really interesting to see what it does to us, like physiologically, as in what is going to be if we all start massively eating insects, right? Like, how is that going to change, like our bodies, pretty much, right? Like in a couple generations.
Yeah, but I think it's too short of a period, right, for us to find out. But maybe like 10 generations. No, not even. Maybe further than that. Like way further than that.
If let's say, by huge food world shortage. Actually, that's quite possible, right? Corona, economic crisis, food shortage, massively. We switch to insects. Let's say a third of our diet becomes insects from now until the day I die, which is approximately 85 or something. So that's like 65 years of a third of my diet being insects. I think I could notice. I think so.
Yeah.
So already within one generation.
Yeah, it's also like the same with like all the screens we're using nowadays, right? Like blue light, like that too.
Nearsightedness,
like stuff like that. Like
5G, bro.
No, not again.
I mean, that's the only type of thing. The type of thing that we only.
But we can't find it out now. Like, I'm not noticing it now. Maybe in 80 years I might. Maybe not. Who the hell knows?
This thing is worth being really cautious with. But I mean, maybe that this whole society is better though. Because that's the thing. Like, you could say like some aspects of life 100, 200 years ago before screens or whatever, like, it was better, right? But still. Look at what screens brought us, man. Like, look at like the whole, a lot of things are dependent on it, or like are boosted by it. Like a whole economic upturn, which causes, maybe better nutrition, better healthcare, all that, So you got to look at all the facets here. You got to look at all the sides, and maybe honestly, the whole blue light nearsightedness is a better option. And that's the thing, bro. Like, I think we're really living in an age where we try to fix everything, right? If we have any type of problem, we got to fix it, right? Like,
No, I agree with that. But then, like, it's always, like, back to the, what is it? I don't know, whatever. But, we fix it, right? And then we say, oh, that's normal. That's the way we got to fix it. And don't think of a completely different way that could have been way better than what we have presently, because that's normal now.
Yeah.
That's what we think. We all, like, the majority thinks that's the best way. Yeah. And then, like, when you come up with that new idea, you sound stupid as hell.
Yeah, definitely.
And then everyone's like, oh, you're dumb as shit. Oh, okay. Then you're like, oh, okay. Now what? Shut down.
Until you get proven wrong, proven right, and then it's like, oh, you're a genius.
Yeah.
They don't know until you go
stuff like that. Yeah, there's like a book I read about like upstream thinking, It was about like you could like the world we live in. Most of it is just like output based, right? Oh, like I'm a cop. I make this many arrests. I get paid for that.
Right.
But let's say that cop is like walking around patrolling the area. Mm-hmm. 0 arrests, 0 crime. How am I going to get paid?
Right.
So like our system is based around stuff like that. Like the quantity value. Instead of like he's doing his job really good, 0 crime, but he's not getting paid extra for that.
That's crazy, but I don't think cops are like.
Yeah, no, but it's just one option, right? But also like school system as well, right?
Yeah. Like grades and stuff, but it's not really.
Yeah, like also from like unfortunate communities.
Yeah.
Some really unfortunate girl makes it into this amazing college. Whoa! Oh my God! It's a miracle. Stuff like that. Yeah. Why? Why is that like the normal of like everyone feels here? Okay.
Yeah.
So, like finding out deeper. Maybe it's the area they live in. Okay, let's instead of trying to force them into school, let's fix their environment they're in.
Yeah.
Then they get better grades and stuff like that.
Definitely. So, like, and also that maybe like the best teacher would still underperform. You know, it would be like
correct
to teach
correct
that, right? So
yeah.
But I mean, I guess a large part though, like our whole society still requires a certain amount of good nature or like common sense, you know, as in you try to do good regardless of pay or whatever. Like the best teachers should be the ones that really enjoy teaching. I think that really have a heart for it. But
I would say that's in a perfect world, right?
Yeah,
when everyone does the right thing, but then there are these really rich assholes, right, who just abuse it.
Yeah,
and, you know, they're living the best life that we all dream to be of.
Exactly.
No ethics, just straight up.
That's what I mean. But I think there was an accident a couple days ago. Maybe a week ago, where a couple surfers off the coast of Scheveningen.
Oh yeah, like 5, like windsurfers, right?
Yeah, they died because there was like a lot of foam on the waves, like a really high level of foam. So like they went into the waves, and then the foam made it so that they couldn't breathe. And it was a special type of foam that had like allowed no oxygen, and it was kind of like a rare situation, and that's why they just didn't know how to handle it, and they died.
Yeah.
And very sad story, you know, like condolences to all the people affected by it. And then I saw like on the news, like they're now gonna do entire studies into the seabed, into algae, into how that foam operates and exists, so that it could never happen again, right? And I'm like I don't know. I just like stepped out of it for a second. I was like, it's kind of like, in a way, it's awesome, right? It's really cool that we can do that. In a way, it's insane.
Like how we're trying to fix it, you know, like
we have to fix everything. This can never happen again. And I'm just like, whoa, like you can't do that with everything. You can't have a society that tries to fix everything. Like there's risk in life, in anything.
Yeah.
And if you have something like that happens super rarely, then like I wouldn't think it's insane to just leave it at that. You know, I think that's more normal than to go through this whole.
Well, it also depends what they're. It depends what they're going to do with that information. If they could, like, the foam is caused by like these events previously, so then they could predict the next time it's going to happen. So they at least have like post like a notice. Don't surf on that day.
Yeah.
In that sense, I would say is pretty high. Instead of like, let's remove the foam.
No.
Like find like an early warning system for it. You know?
It's the first one. It's the 100% that. That's exactly.
Okay. Yeah.
So it makes sense. I think it's a good thing and all, but I think it's insane that like first of all we have.
Yeah, right. We're just like, okay, let's go.
and like that is like it's kind of a priority now. Like it just baffles me that like we have like the money, like you know, things like that to be able to do that whilst there's way bigger problems in the world, right? But oh man, I think it's crazy to have a society that just tries to fix every little thing, and I don't think that's healthy. I don't think that mindset because.
Yeah, bro, that's a complicated thing, man.
Yeah, no,
it's like I could like I'm living a great life, nice, warm, comfy because of society. But then there's also like the limiting factors. No, dude, this is a lot like Red Dead Redemption 2, bro. Yeah, dude, it's like the conflict between like civilization and like the Wild West, or like going back, basically back to the primal, right?
Yeah,
more freedom, more like like making something of yourself instead of fitting in like this world that's built.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I feel like as like a life theory, I honestly believe in balance more than anything, right? And it's also the hardest thing in the world, to find balance in anything, and like up to like your daily
especially
life.
when you tasted the good or like the great.
Yeah, but it's
because
like,
then you compare it to that, right? Your balance moves up.
right.
Like, I was living in the trash, whatever, rocks. Then I slept on a piece of cloth. Boom. Okay, now I know where that is.
New normal.
Oh shit. Yeah, exactly. And then it's like, I sleep on the mattress. Ooh, then that's that. And then like, I sleep in a queen size bed. I don't know, decked out 4K go. Ooh, now that's my normal.
I think there's a level to which that's good, right? I mean, hey, that's probably better for your back. You might be able to like lift rocks for a longer time, or like whatever.
Yeah.
So I see that as like human ingenuity and evolvement, improvement. But I also think there's like a sense of like, well, now we're never getting out of bed again,
Yeah.
There's
exactly.
level to it that's just too much. And I think the other main thing is like the whole, a lot of things in life are like an 80-20 rule, right? Like you have 80%.
Yeah.
You think like, let me go like change my whole way into like to get that final 20 that's going to complete my 80. But by getting the 20, you let go of the 80, you end up with 20.
Yeah.
I think that's...
Where'd you hear about the 80-20?
Huh?
Where'd you hear about the 80-20 rule? Just curious.
I heard about it first time in a Tyler Perry movie. You know Tyler Perry?
Oh, okay. No, I don't know.
Oh my god. Okay, yeah. It's I grew up in a Christian family, bro. So it's like a Christian movie maker, but he actually makes like good like proper movies. He has a whole Medea thing. I think that's in one of the Why Did I Get Married? I think Why Did I Get Married one. They talked in the context of like a relationship, right? Like I have like a good wife, right? And she cooks for me, she cleans for me, she talks to me, she like is a good mother to my kids.
She talks to you, bro? Whoa, that's weird. No, yeah, okay. No, sorry. Continue.
You have an opinion?
Yeah.
No, but anyways, like she like fulfills 80% of what I need, right? And that's a lot.
Oh yeah.
She does a lot for me. But the sex is not that great, right?
Okay.
It's like it's all right. It's average. Then comes this new hot young thing.
Yeah.
Like really interested. And she's gonna be amazing to have sex with, right?
No.
So she's like the 20% that I'm lacking in my current, right? So I'm shit, like I'm as a man, like I want that because then I'll be 100. But like that's the wrong theory, right? Because then once you hop on the 20, you lose the 80.
Yeah.
In her, you lose your
I get you.
You lose all that. So
Yep. Oh, nice. Yeah. I was just curious. I was like, oh.
Yeah.
He knows that too.
Yeah. It's because of Netflix, bro.
Yeah. PhD Netflix, bro. I wonder.
I'm a PhD from Netflix.
A Netflix connoisseur.
Movie sommelier, like.
Dude, you could do that, can't you? Just YouTube Netflix reviews, Netflix movie reviews, and then you just give your own opinions about them, and then people will watch your videos to see if it's worth watching, even though Netflix says 79% of people think it, or I don't know, whatever.
I mean, isn't that what like IMDb is about?
Huh?
Isn't that what IMDb is about?
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
But then, like, this is like the more human touch, my personal interaction. Oh yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, a lot of people are watching reaction videos, including me. Like sometimes I'm like, oh, what does this person think of this or whatever?
Yeah.
Like to songs and stuff. I'm like, yeah.
Oh, you imagine imagine having like Netflix. You could turn on like an option. There's like a little like vlogger
guy.
He's like reacting to it with you. So.
Yo,
that's actually kind of
legit. Yeah, because like I don't know, like if you watch a movie alone, right? It's kind of like you're missing that aspect, you know, like, oh, what's this person thinking, right? Ooh.
Whoa, that is actually an idea. Oh man, that is so. In a way, that's so stupid. In a way, that's like, yo, especially in Corona time, like watching a movie with your friends. You know, like
yeah, that's not going to happen. So that's why we need our little guy to be there.
Yeah,
compensate for it.
But that'd be kind of cool, though, man. Like you could have like the reaction of. I don't know.
Famous people?
I'd be interested in some people's reaction, right? Like some famous people's reaction. Like,
yeah.
Maybe. Like I was watching. There's these Zoom calls between like the Office cast or Community cast.
Oh yeah.
And I don't know. I thought, man, like as like someone, if you're really like a fan of those series, like I'm like a really big fan, bro. Like,
so you just watch along, you know.
So much. It just came on Netflix. I just binged the whole thing over again, and like I relived like my childhood again. You know, I'm just like, to be back. And then I was watching that Zoom call between all the actors. You know,
and like nostalgia, I guess.
Oh, they get so emotional, bro. They're just like, oh man, like I remember it was filming, and it was such a good time in my life, and you know, you're like I can't.
And I guess you get like the behind the scenes of that as well, right? Like a lot of like this information you didn't know about, and that's like really cool.
Exactly.
Like it makes the whole film or like series makes more sense because of that.
I was yeah. They were saying like I can't even watch this without crying because it makes me think of this and this and this. I'm like, that's so interesting to me, right? Like I would wish I could just sit on the couch and watch this with you and like see your reaction legit. Like that'd be so cool.
Yeah.
So maybe it's actually not even a bad idea. This is on Netflix, you know, like
like because like nowadays you got YouTube videos or YouTubers or no people reacting to YouTube videos, you know, like stuff like that. It's just and it works, it works.
It is interesting. I mean, sometimes it's really bullshit, man. Like at some point, I'm just like, okay, like you got to calm down. Like, you can't just.
Yeah, it's like you need to calm down, but like still, 1.2 million people watched it, so it's just like.
Okay. But
you know?
Sometimes I don't give a shit how popular something is. I'm just like, bro, it's trash. Okay, sorry.
Yeah, no, I agree. Like it's trash.
It's like Drake, but
dude, bro. No offense, Drake, but no. That was purely for TikTok. That was purely for TikTok.
Yeah, man. Like, come on, you're above this. Come on.
No.
Look at you, 6'9". No, I think quality and quantity is not the same thing.
Yeah, definitely. Because now we based. It goes back to social proof, I guess. It's like, oh, most people watch it, therefore there must be quality in this. And you click on it, and it's so stupid. And you're like, I don't know. I feel like I got betrayed by the people. Backstab, legit. I'm like, oh, bro, seriously, maybe.
But that's the thing. Like numbers can lie, bro. Like people say numbers can lie. Numbers can be fucking deceiving.
J. Cole said that with what? That song a lot with 21 Savage.
yeah. I forgot the exact line.
Yeah, same. But it's so dope.
That's one of those songs where like I really love Cole's verse, but I feel like I don't really listen to the song a lot just because like I don't the beat and everything.
Oh, why? Yeah. Oh, okay, no.
No, I like it. I like it. But I just don't listen to it. I don't know. It's just one of those songs that you sort of like, but you don't really listen to a lot.
Okay.
A lot. You listen, not a lot.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to anyone. I think numbers can be so deceiving, especially on the internet, YouTube videos, because you can have a whole group of 12 to 15-year-olds who are just like
Yeah,
some type of vibe somewhere of liking something really stupid.
Yeah.
And maybe they're right, man. Maybe it's not that stupid. You just gotta pay attention to it, right?
Yeah, correct. Like
a lot of the times, they can also just be really stupid, and like a year later, they'll be like, "Yeah, that was really stupid."
yeah. But like, it's definitely the target audience as well. Like, definitely, I won't understand. Like, our parents don't understand.
No, yeah, exactly.
You know, it's just continuous cycle of not understanding that vibe.
Yeah.
You know, like,
dude, imagine they released full stats. I don't actually know. Maybe they do. But imagine you could just like see at every YouTube video, like of that 1.2 million, like age groups and like gender groups and like all that. Like you could like, literally see who's watching this.
I think
a lot of videos you would be like, oh, this is just angry old white men.
Oh,
or,
this
is just 12-year-old kids, or like it makes sense, but it has so many views.
Yeah.
And then you would also
I know they have that for like the content creator himself, you know, like the analytics behind it, of course, but not for the people watching.
Exactly.
Which might be interesting, you know? It's like
yeah. I mean, you could say, it just adds like a little more level. You could say like, okay, 6ix9ine is the only one that can get 2 million people live on Instagram, right?
Yeah.
And you could be like, 2 million is really impressive. And then you could also like relativize it a little bit. 6ix9ine can get 2 million 14-year-olds or 12-year-olds on Instagram. And you're like, okay, well that makes, you know, that just 2 million versus 2 million 14-year-olds is a different thing. I don't know.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. Like, it depends the way you look at it too. You know, it's like if you undervalue 14-year-olds, so be it. If you overvalue 14-year-olds, imagine you're an 8-year-old and you see 14-year-olds doing that. You want to go there too, man.
Yeah.
But as like a 21-year-old guy, you're like, what the
heck? Yeah. I mean, yeah, true, man. Of course, it's the way you look at it, but that's why I think it's interesting. Like, you could show the stat.
Yeah, definitely. I guess. Yeah. I think they're like trying to do it a bit with tags, right? Like you could tag some things, or like the subject on the video, like the hashtags, stuff like that.
But you could see like how many, like what kind of.
No, I mean, no. I mean, like the hashtags, like I guess represent a group or a category of people, right? Or like what you're searching for, kind of.
Yeah,
but no, you could, like with the analytics, I think you could really push it. It's pretty sick.
I feel like the whole hashtag thing, I don't think hashtags were really that successful, if I'm honest. Like, the only reason you really use hashtags is if either it's really funny. Like, the only reason I'd ever use for like hashtags is either if it's really funny or if it serves like some kind of marketing purpose.
Well, yeah, exactly. Like, marketing purpose, like, for sure.
Analytics and all that. I'd be like, okay, this might be a good idea.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, hashtag is definitely like if people are searching for it, they'll get it. They'll find it. They'll find your thing.
Yeah.
I wanted to say something, I forgot. Damn it. What was it? It was pretty interesting.
Whoa! How long have we been doing this? What time is it?
An hour. Yeah, an hour. Yeah.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
I think I'd probably cut this down to like 20, 30 minutes. So.
Yeah, like the highlights of it. But it's
Yeah.
But I don't mind it. It's cool.
I don't mind it. It's pretty fun. Dude, remember? Dude, we started it, we were like, oh, the pressure. Dude, that pressure went in like 5 minutes. Honestly.
Yeah, exactly. That's why like the Joe Rogan thing.
Yeah.
Keep your guests there, warm them up a bit.
Yeah. Shit. Wow.
Shit, man. What was I going to say?
Oh, yeah. Okay. Is there anything else? Actually, there's one more thing I wanted to talk about.
Oh, yeah.
So I thought interesting. I was just thinking about it this morning because I saw it this morning. Swiss Beats. You know him? He's like a producer. And all that.
Yeah. Well, I heard his tag.
But I really like his music, by the way. Shout out Swiss.
Oh, okay.
He said in a tweet or post or something, he was like, younger artists should pay a tax to the OGs who like created their style in a way, because it's sort of crazy that somebody like a Rakim, you know, that was in the comments. Like, yeah, that somebody agreed with that because it said like it's crazy how an influential artist like Rakim, is like, well, maybe not him. He's really struggling, but like could be struggling, whilst like a 6ix9ine who is really just kind of doesn't really do anything for the culture. He's just more like,
the money hustle.
Yeah, it's really
like. Depends what culture though. Yeah. Like for the kids, getting them hyped up and like all that, like their fun stuff.
Sure, I would say social.
Like that, sure.
But like, I'd say like now musically, right? Like musically.
Yeah.
Really
no, I agree.
Anything like super that I've like never heard before or whatever. It's really basic trap beats and swinging. Like, that's really all it is. And like, yeah, you could say that's really special, but musically, I don't think it's that special. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, I agree. Yeah,
but the fact that like those people should then like pay the tax to like people who did make something significant. And okay, I'm curious. What's your first reaction?
No, dude, that's the IP thing again, bro. Which is also pretty cool, right? It's like, man, like. Then what is yours, bro? Then you got to pay a tax from all your inspiration.
Exactly. I mean, first of all, it'd be like, okay, who exactly are you inspired by, right? Or who exactly created your style?
And then you're gonna create, like, people are gonna exploit that too. It's like, create a market out of it too.
It wouldn't work. It wouldn't work. But just like, let's say it did. Even then, bro, like, okay, but then those people would have to pay homage too, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
because everything in your environment built you, so in some way, then you got to pay a tax to everything.
Exactly. And like, you can't, like, man, it doesn't mean,
and then I think
you're really going to pay to make the piano or something, like you
exactly.
Like, it's just, you figure out notes. You didn't, I mean, there's not one artist you can name right now that really did everything himself.
Yeah.
Right. Even you, Russ, but like, come on, like, everybody is a product of a lot of people are like in my music, bro. My music, little preview to the new album, but it's like that is so inspired by my environment and everything I did, and just people that I talk to. Like without all of you guys, all my friends and stuff, like I couldn't write the music.
It'd be way different. It'll be completely different.
Couldn't do it. Honestly, I couldn't do it without any kind of It doesn't make sense anymore. So.
Yeah, that's why I think like Swiss Beats is gonna profit the most if that does happen, because he's like the first. If you do the first, then it's like all that money goes to you.
No, you still wouldn't get shit, bro. Like, he's not even. But I feel like somebody like for me, like a Dr. Dre, it's the person who really got me. It's like, man, if it, like I really say like him and like Tupac, like if it wasn't for you guys. I seriously wouldn't be where I am today. Like I really got so much inspiration on you guys. I really, I feel like they showed me the heart of hip hop, what it really means.
Yeah.
Like in a way, like I would, but then I feel like I wouldn't still be like, it shouldn't be monetized or whatever, like I shouldn't be paying anybody. I feel like in terms of respect, I feel like that's how it goes down. It should be paid.
Yeah. Exactly, like a shout out. Yeah.
Like as soon as you don't respect anything that came for you, that allowed you to be, then
actually you should be proud that you inspired them, right? They should that should be the payment in itself. You should feel rewarded for that.
Highest form of flattery.
Yeah, correct. Yeah. So fuck you.
Bro. Swiss, love your music, but you're wrong, bro. That's not how it works out.
Yeah. That's so greedy, bro.
Yeah, for real. Well, I mean, I get that it's sort of like, it can be hard, especially what we just said, like in terms of like numbers, that some things are valued in numbers, like quantity doesn't represent quality, and that can be frustrating. There's some music that I think is really high quality that does not get the amount of streams that it deserves, But then again, that's my opinion. Whatever.
Definitely, bro. Like some content creators are so underrated. Incredibly underrated. And that's like, and then you scroll through the comments too, and you see other people thinking the same thing. Like, bro, you're underrated as well. Then it's kind of weird. Like, why are they stuck there? there must be a reason they're stuck there, and it's probably like networking. There's no like big name who's got all this credibility, all this huge community that like shouts them out once and then boom, they'll fly.
And at the same time, like yes, but and at the same time, I'm like, well, that's the game, man. Like, come on, everybody wants to do this. A lot of people want to do this. You know, like you can't. There's no way you could make it easier for everyone or whatever. Or at least like it's a free market, and it should. It should be. You should.
Yeah. Should be. Definitely.
You know, it would be worse if you have a monopoly of people who think that they have really good music and then deserve all the numbers.
Yeah, and then they like shout each other out, create a little like circle.
That's worse. In a way, that happens automatically already. But
yeah. No, correct.
No, it should be a free market, and like that. That's just the rules of the game.
Yeah,
that's what I struggle with too now. You know. So
and like in a sense, you could say it's a free market now, but it's like definitely heavily influenced by like your community, right? Like
and honestly, I think sometimes it really works out for the best because you can have someone who is, I'll say maybe someone like an Avicii, right? Who I think, I think he's just like an amazing songwriter, producer. You know, I don't really think he was all that into performing, or like let's say like even better, like a Calvin Harris. I think he was like fuck performing. He was like, I'm just gonna live at home and make hits, you know, and like not perform them because I don't want to. I just want to write hits, and you know, I specialize. And I think that's awesome. And you have a whole team of people who market, people who know how to bring it to the people, you know? And you get like a great teamwork. And then I'm like, whoa, like what you can achieve with a team is so much more awesome than what you could have done individually. And at the same time, when you start out, that's what I'm noticing now, you just need to be good at a lot of things before
exactly. Before you get that team. You know?
I gotta be able.
First, you have to do it yourself, basically. Yeah. But I think that's also important because then you learn like how things work, right? Like if you do it yourself, you know how things work. Instead of like, oh, I know how to do this, then I'll tell you something to do, right? Without that consideration of how difficult that is, or like from their perspective, you know, their point of view.
I think like the best way to run an army, for example, is like the best soldier becomes a sergeant, the best sergeant becomes a captain, the best captain becomes a you know, all the way down to the general. So the general knows what it's like
from the bottom up, right?
So before you give something out of hand, be like, okay, like I'm actually getting somewhere. Like by now, I can give away, like I can hire someone to do my marketing for me so I can focus on my music, but then I still know what you're doing, what you're
exactly. And like how much time it is, how hard it is, basically.
Yeah,
like without like forcing people.
Yeah, you got to allow that person to specialize as well and do new things for you, right? But I think, in essence, you should know. You should have done it yourself once. So, and honestly, I think that's a really fair way. I think it's the best way to allow what I want to see in the world, and especially in the music industry, is just like the what do I call it again? Like equality of opportunity, right? Everybody should have equal opportunities. Equality of outcome is the worst idea ever.
Yeah,
it's the most unfair thing, I think, probably. But hey, here's to a good career.
Dude, yes, now I know what I wanted to say.
Gang. Let's go.
Bro, you know, like, okay, if this apocalypse happens, right, we're so ill-equipped for like hunting and all the shit, like for survival, right?
But if
we'd have to, like, if this apocalypse happens, whatever, fake apocalypse or anything, like, when like societies are basically screwed, right? Yeah, we're talking. Where to get? Like we don't know how to hunt anymore. You know, like when we play, like, or when you go outside and you like see something from a distance, right? And you see it move, like a little bit, and you just focus on it. Like us being indoors now, like playing video games or blue screen lights, whatever.
Yeah.
that's eventually going to disappear. And that's like such a major advantage that took so long to make.
Well, yeah.
And now it's like, nah.
Well, I mean, look, I think it's so funny, but I think to some extent, maybe like playing Call of Duty and stuff, but like
legit, right? Flick shot, right?
Yeah,
like oh, boom, boom, boom. You know,
I think a lot of, I mean, we're really good at some other stuff. Like for example, my mom will be way better at cooking or cleaning or getting stains out or whatever because she's done that a lot more. And then when it comes to computers and programs, like literally just now, dude. Like why am I not sound? I am
5 seconds. Boom.
Easy. But okay, like I think in a way, some of it will translate. Second of all, the reason why do we suck at hunting? Because
we never learned it.
Because we don't need it.
Never. Yeah, true. We got the supermarket.
Once it becomes a necessity,
I
think you'll be surprised how primal you'll go real quick.
Yeah,
like, for real, like, there's still a lot of years of that still in us, right?
Inside, exactly.
Really quick.
Haven't unlocked it.
I think once you get
haven't touched it. Yeah.
Once you get hungry, I think you might figure out some stuff real quick. You're gonna learn pretty quick, right?
Yeah. Learn.
Yeah, and also I think if you look at like the past, right? Back when we did hunt, there were still people who sucked at hunting, and they
gathered.
Died.
No, they gathered, right? They started farming instead.
If they suck at both, you die. Right?
Yeah, you die.
People used to have hella kids. Why?
Because they died,
right? Because you just and now everyone is surviving. Right?
That was a flex.
I got money.
Exactly. Dude, actually, do you think more kids is like, no, I wouldn't say so. I wouldn't say so. Like a more status symbol, I don't think so. In some ways, yes, but I don't think so.
Maybe in some cultures. I feel like in our culture.
Oh, true.
No. And I think it's better. I think it's more about how well your kid is doing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, instead of like, oh, which one's gonna die?
Yeah,
and you don't like put an effort into that person, right? It's like disposable. Yeah. Like yeah, like why should I invest so much time in something that might die?
Well, because we love it, but but yeah, no, I think
I'm gonna be a great father.
I'm sorry, son. You're not a good investment.
Thank you. Next.
Yeah, man, I think we're ready.
Cards Against Humanity, bro. New one.
Oh my god.
Bro.
Well, yeah. But yeah, I think it's We changed our ways a lot. We have a lot of different perceptions.
We just adapted.
We built a whole new normal. Like you're right, man. Like what we said earlier with the fucking peeling off. Like that was crazy to someone, and then over time it becomes normal. Like that happens so many times over and over again.
Yeah, and now it's like
thousands of years that we have a whole crazy normal, right? And then I feel like the craziest part of our new normal is our advantage and ability to be able to compare it to past normals. We've never had so much information about the past, right? We never had this. You know? We know so much
year, about the internet doubles in size, basically.
Yeah, but we know so much about our past and stuff, like down to like Neanderthals. You know what I mean? Like it's crazy. So yeah, I think if you start comparing normals, it's not really comparable, man. Those people wouldn't be able to cope in our society either.
Yeah,
way too much. We can handle we can't hunt, but they can't handle nearly the amount of information that we go through on a daily basis.
Yeah,
I have seen more boobs ever through the internet than all the ancestors combined. You know what I mean? Like that's just I win. But
yeah, dude, no, legit.
Yeah,
that's true. Yeah, but yeah. So we're definitely adapted. And like we become so good at filtering out bullshit or like No, we become really good at filtering out things we don't want to see, I guess. Like, not every piece of information is as impactful anymore as, like, the first time, you know? So like, whoa. That was just like, oh, next.
No, that's the thing. I think there's like literally like a chemical balance in your brain between being able to really learn from something versus just absorbing information, or like really absorbing information versus just taking it in, right?
Yeah.
Like it's literally just, if you take in very few information, your brain automatically adapts to be able to absorb everything from it, right?
Yeah.
You live slower. Take way more time, and like you learn way more from a little piece of information. Whilst the other way, like Instagram, like feeds, like you know, you take in hella information, but you only take this much from everyone. Like you don't remember what 5 posts ago was about.
Yeah,
you don't care anymore either. But
because you can like keep on scrolling, you might find something better. Or like something different or whatever.
That's the whole thing. Like we live faster, especially in the Netherlands, bro. Like in like very well developed countries, we live so fast.
Yeah.
We live so fast that in a way, it's like we go way more places. We do way more things that we can learn from. But we literally can't cope. We can't learn as much from it as So I think we already went too far. And again, if you talk about for the sake of balance, you got to balance that out. I think we went too far on absorbing too much new information.
Ever
since the digital.
I agree. And it's like time to balance that out now. Yeah. And there's like a lot more health apps as well, like reduce your screen time, stuff like that's limiting that as well, which is really good.
Shout out Stein, like the social media detox, It's like, I think that's such a good thing, man. Like you just get a group of friends together, get some like accountability for each other, be like, okay, we're all gonna put our phones down for the next 30 days. No more Instagram. Like no more nothing, right? So that is like it's so useful. I love doing that, honestly. And then you pick up a guitar,
for the first time in forever, right?
Yeah,
pick it up, play something, and then it's like magical again, right? And you're like, oh shit,
beautiful. I think that's just like a beautiful process.
And like that also relates back to like being in the moment, right? Thinking slow, basically, and just like absorbing everything. Like if today was the last day to live, like everything becomes super beautiful. Like just imagine that, like already, like everything becomes really nice. Like you start touching things and you're like, whoa, the texture on that. Start noticing that,
Yeah.
It's like just thinking of that. Like sometimes I like do it I do it for fun just to take it in, It's like, oh, okay.
You pretend it's the last day or
I'm like crazy, right? But seriously, like sometimes I'm just like, okay, what if like today was the last day to live? What would I do? Wow. I'll just absorb shit in. Like all of a sudden, very peaceful,
Whoa.
Just like start looking outside. You're like, whoa.
You look outside?
No, like I don't know, depending where I am.
What do you do? It's your last day. What do you do?
What would I do right now? I don't know. Look at this. I'm out. But it's pretty cool though. Look, it's got texture.
Great.
No, but think about how much effort it took making that, right? It's just like the first guy inventing that, so you could drink out of it.
I sure right now, bro. Like,
dude.
That's exactly what. Dude, man. Actually, I think that's like one of the best applications of weed, honestly, because it gives you that.
Oh yeah,
like,
filter, right?
A hand, like this. Whoa. Yeah, I think that's almost exactly what.
Actually, why do we have to be high to feel that, though? Right?
Whoa.
It's kind of weird.
Whoa.
I guess like placing that sense.
I feel like there's nothing that you can. Weed doesn't help you to do anything. It doesn't make you more creative. It doesn't do any of that. But I feel like it is just like an aid. You know what I mean?
Like it for me, at least for me, like it removes the filter, right? Look at that filter. Always.
I feel like
the normal filter, kind of, like, I need to act normal. I need to beat this Clyde. And that look up, you're kind of like, oh, I'm thinking differently.
I feel like it's more like a reset button in a way. Because like even if you get up and you have like some sort of like day plan or whatever, then like you're it builds up. Everything in your day builds up. If you have a very busy day, at the end of the day, you feel that, right?
Yeah.
And you can't really get rid of that. Well, I mean, you could, right? You could just like stop thinking. If I tell you to stop thinking about something right now, right, that's the first thing you're gonna do is think about it. It's just like
depends how zoned out I am.
Maybe
depends how zoned out I am.
But I feel like that's just like the beauty of weed. Like it helps you with that. It helps you to just stop doing the things you always do, in a way.
Yeah.
Just like it stops the whole process of your day, of your whole cumulative experiences, and it's just like bring it back to zero for a second, and that allows you to, it's like a fresh pair of eyes, a fresh pair of ears.
Yeah.
It's nice.
I guess that's with every drug, right?
Whoa, no.
Like a different type of lens. You view the world in a different type of lens.
No. Well, I mean, obviously,
of course it depends, right?
It alters your life experience, you know what I mean? But, I mean, there's a lot of different kind of drugs, and they're
exactly.
very
it's really hard to say.
Things. I'd say in the terms of hallucinogenic / like trippy.
Yeah.
Drugs, then but like once you start talking about like I don't know, like speed or cocaine or whatever, that's like a whole different animal. Like that doesn't But if you talk about lens, like definitely like the way you like visually experience, for example, like that's so different across all drugs. So
Oh, pretty good.
I'm not trying to incriminate myself. Cut, bro. It's okay. My parents already know. No more point.
Bro.
Oh, wow.
Dude, successful first podcast.
Bro, I was about to say.
A lot of fun, bro.
Bro, I think this is actually pretty fun.
Yeah, and like the best part, it doesn't feel like it doesn't take that much effort. Of course, like jumping from topic to topic, right? Sometimes that takes a bit of time, but then like as soon as that happens, boom, we got like a full story.
Dude, I think you did it naturally. I mean, I feel like looking back, it's kind of funny because you don't really notice it with other people, but you notice it with yourself. You can like see yourself think, right? I was watching the other podcast and I was like, oh, like I already know what you're gonna say because I thought it before, but I can like see that it took like in the moment it took me some time to like think about it.
Oh yeah.
Because if you already thought it and you look at it in the future, right? Then it's like it's gonna take you right? But it's gonna take you less time to come to the same conclusions. So like it looks like you're watching a slowed down version of yourself.
Yeah.
But I guess for other people, like with you, I didn't really have that. Like I just saw you think normally. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Dope.
So. Interesting. Yeah. Okay.
What do you want to do next one?